What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Baseball Nerd. Today's video is going over some investments. We have our first roster update tomorrow on Friday. Some of these might not be hitting tomorrow, but I think a lot of these will be hitting in the near future, which might be the next roster update, but please stick with me. Now, I have 10 investments that I think are good investments right now for the price they're at. I have, obviously, there's the key investments that everyone's looking at that their prices are already skyrocketed and they're not worth it in my opinion. That's the Adley Rutschmans, the Matt Chapmans, Luis Arraez, Nolan Gorman, Jared Kelenic. A lot of those guys, the prices the last time I just checked were too high. They weren't worth it for the investment. I'm going to pop up the screenshot here of the investment prices for silvers, golds, and diamonds that shows the quick sell value for each overall, and that will help you kind of know what you want to hit for your quick sell values on the base of these investments. Now, I know you guys want me to get right into the video and start naming my investments. I will make it very quick for you. I have all my reasons, but basically all these guys are doing good. That's why the investment looks good. There's whether they're walking less people, they're striking out less, their power's up, whatever it is, they all have something going for them right now. So that's why they're in the investment list, but I'm going to go through them pretty quickly so you guys don't have to waste too much time watching this video. But I do have to plug myself. So if you like the video, hit the like button, go down and subscribe. And if you want to, we've been streaming over on Twitch at baseballnerdyt. Go check it out, leave a follow, come by. We're streaming a couple nights a week right now, maybe one of the weekends, and come hang out and have fun. We talk a lot of baseball, we talk investments, we talk a lot of sports in general. So if you're a big sports guy, just come hang out. The vibes have been pretty good, so just saying, come hang out and see what's up. With that being said, before I get into my top 10 investments, let's go look at three guys that I think are too high and too expensive right now for this update. But if you wait, Friday we'll get the update. If these guys don't jump up super high, which I don't think they will, they'll probably get good increases, but they're too expensive. As soon as that update happens, they're going to come down in price again, come back down to a normal price, and then in 3 weeks from now for the next update, I think they will be huge investments. So these are three guys I'm going to give you before the other 10 investments that are good investments, but not until after this update. First things first, Alec Bohm. This is one of the guys I drafted on my fantasy team this year. He's crushing it for the Phillies right now. He's 172 if you want to buy him right now. 172 stubs, and to get to a 75, which is the first overall that gets you into the silver tier, you can only quick sell for 50 stubs. So it's not worth it in my opinion. If you go back to that screenshot I said to look at, that he's not worth it right now. I think if he gets bumped up to like a 75 or 76, his price will come back down maybe to like 100, 120 stubs, and you could buy him for a lot cheaper. And then the next update, I think he'll go up to maybe, a high silver, low gold if he keeps hitting like he can right now. Fielding might need to come up on him, so this might not be the biggest long-term investment. If I can get to a point where I can make profit on him, I'm selling him off. This is Josh Lowe. This guy is raking right now for the Rays, not to be confused with Brandon Lowe. Lowe, whatever. Not to be confused with Brandon. This is Josh. He's just too expensive right now for being a bronze, 162. You got to get him up into the high silvers to make it worth it. I think he'll get, maybe he'll be a 70 come this update, maybe a 71. I think his price, like I said, comes back down to like 90, 100 stubs, and then you buy him up when he's at, almost a 50% decrease in his price. And he's another guy that I think could do really well. He's still really young, but I don't know how long I would hold him. I think once I get a pretty good profit margin, I might be selling off. Not 100% sure on this one yet, though. And last up for my invest in the future after this update is Nolan Gorman. Nolan Gorman's going for 318 for a bronze, really expensive, but he's very close. He just needs one overall tick to get into the silver range. Like we said, that screenshot, you want to be in the high silvers to even get close to making this back. But if he hits 80, which is the lowest gold you can be, you're making 100 stubs, quick sell value off of this. That doesn't feel comfortable enough for me because he needs to go up 11 overall points to hit 80. So I think that's a longer distance goal. This is a long-term investment. But you wait till after tomorrow and his stub count, his sell now will come down and probably, sit around the 200s is my opinion, maybe even the high 100s. In that case, I will be buying up a lot of Nolan Gormans. I think I already have a little bit of him, but he was one of the people in my first investment videos, so I think I have a decent stack of him, but we will be buying more of him once his price comes down tomorrow. Now getting into our real investments. Okay, these are all the guys that I think are good investments for tomorrow and the future. I think they could potentially make your stubs tomorrow. If not, they will make your stubs in the future, in my opinion. Just got to preface all investment videos. This is not sound advice. I am guessing on everything. They are educated guesses. So if you don't make stubs or we have a bad investment here or there, please don't hold it against me. I'm investing in all these guys myself. So if I fail, it's costing me stubs too. So trust me, I don't want to mess this up. But first off, we got Ryan Mountcastle of the Baltimore Orioles. He's going for 363 right now. If he gets a bump up 2 overalls and hits that gold range at 80, he'll quick sell for 400, which makes me feel very safe. I think he could easily get bumped up to gold tomorrow, and then I'm making 40 stubs on all of my Ryan Mountcastles. But I might hold him for an 81, 82, 83 range. That's what I'm kind of feeling more. But like I said, tomorrow, I mean, if I buy a bunch of him tonight and then tomorrow he doesn't hit gold, I will wait till he drops down a little bit in the next coming days and buy more of him for the next update. Next up, we have Andrew Vaughn, and this dude is mashing, finally getting a chance in that Chicago White Sox lineup. But really what we got to look at here is you could buy him for 41, 42 stubs right now. And even if he just hits the lowest silver tier, gets bumped up to a 75, you're quick selling him for profit. I just like to be able to know that I could quick sell the guy and at least get my stubs back. And I feel pretty comfortable that will happen with Andrew Vaughn. It might not. He might come in at like a 74. But in that case, I would just hold on longer term with him. I think he's a good buy. He's really cheap right now. You might even be able to hold him. He's a guy that could go gold with the way he can hit. So I think Andrew Vaughn is a steal right now. Next up, we have Luis Robert, sticking with the Chicago White Sox. He's going for around 640 right now, and 600 is quick sell for 81 overalls. So if he gets bumped up to an 82, you can make 900 per quick sell with this card. So that makes me feel very, very good about this card. 900, that's about 250 stubs profit on all of these cards. That's a really good chunk of change. This might be my favorite investment right now. He's hitting lights out. I don't know how he still has common defense at 73. I don't believe it, but it's whatever. I think his power will come up a little bit, and contact versus right. This card looks really good to me for tomorrow, even especially, but longer term as well. I think this could be something that could make you good stubs tomorrow, though. He just gets a one increase on that overall, and you're making 250 stubs per Luis Robert. So this is one I'm buying a lot of. Next up, we have a Houston Astros starting pitcher. They just seem to keep pumping out starting pitching. I don't understand it. Framber Valdez, pitching lights out. He was lights out last year. Very good. He gets lost in, I guess, all the other talent that the Astros have, but his price, $881, I don't love it. Quick sell, like we just said. If he goes up 1 overall to an 82, that's 900 stub quick sell. So not a lot of profit on those. He's a longer term investment in my opinion. But if he gets up to an 83 or an 84, now we're talking a lot of stubs. So I'm banking on him getting bumped up 2 overalls. So yeah, Framber Valdez looks like a really good investment to me. Not as good as for tomorrow unless he gets at least 2 overall increase on his overall value. Jesus Luzardo is another starting pitcher, another lefty, but he's over there with the Miami Marlins. Now, he's 310, which in the silver range is not very good. You are not going to be able to quick sell anything in the silver range for over 150 stubs. That's what 79s go for. But if he hits gold, which is just 80, that you can quick sell for 400 stubs, and it goes up pretty quickly from there. So Jesus Luzardo is a guy I think will get a bump up all the way to 80, if not 81. If he gets bumped up to 80, now we're quick selling for 100 stub profit based on what he's selling at right now. If he gets bumped up to an 81, that's even more. I believe that's 600, and that will be a 300 stub profit on each card. So I really, really like Jesus Luzardo. I think he looks really good this year. He looked really good last year. I had him on my fantasy team last year. Yeah, I think he's a gold all day, and I think he honestly has potential to me to be an 84, 85, 86 in the next couple updates. But for now, I think an 80, 81 is probably where he'll get bumped up to. Now, this one's embarrassing for me. I don't watch the Mets play very often, so I don't know how to pronounce this guy's last name. I'm sorry. He was one of my later picks on my fantasy team this year, so he's on my team, and I like him a lot, obviously, because he's producing for me. He's having a good year. I remember him coming up last year. I don't know if he came up last year, but I remember hearing his name in the beginning of last season. So I know he's a good starting pitcher. Started out as a silver this year, so and he's pretty young, so he's got to be doing pretty good for himself. But he is buy now or sell now right now is around 90 stubs. If he gets bumped up just to a 77, 1 increase, you will be able to quick sell him for 100 stubs each. So it's a safe investment in my opinion. I think he'll at least get that one bump up overall. If not, we hit a 78, 79. You're getting 125, 150 stubs per quick sell, which is a nice little flip there. If we get to 150, that's almost doubling our stubs, which makes me feel very good. But the caveat is, if he gets a bump up to 78, 79, I'm probably holding out for gold at that point, because I think he's young enough that he's still got a lot more improvements that he's making, and he's looking really good. He's got a good team behind him. This tomorrow will be very hard for me. I might quick sell a couple of them and make some of my profits. I might hold on and just keep going for gold with this guy. So Tyler, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but I appreciate your skill in baseball. Next up, we have Nico Horner of the Chicago Cubs. I have a couple Chicago guys, whether it's on the White Sox or the Cubbies today. But he, right now, you could buy him for around 890 stubs. Now, for an 81 overall, the quick sell is 600. Quick sell for an 82 is 900. So he's basically quick sell for an 82. If he gets bumped up to an 82, which is just one increase, just one little increase, we will be able to quick sell him for what we bought him for, which makes me feel pretty safe in this investment because he's been playing very well. I think he will get at least one boost to his overall. But if he doesn't, it's not a great investment. And if he does get more than that, then it's a really good investment. So this one is kind of where, this isn't my favorite one, but I do think he was a diamond to finish last year, and I think he has that potential again. So this might be a longer term one. If you're looking for quick stubs right now and you want to guarantee or whatever, this might not be the best one, because if he doesn't go up for some reason and SDS doesn't increase him at all, then you're losing almost 300 stubs per Nico Horner, unless you just hold on at that point and hope he goes up in the next update, which he would have to, in my opinion, unless he falls off the face of the earth. Eric Lauer, this is another one where I'm holding on long term. My goal is, if I buy him at 40 stubs right now, he's going to hit at least silver, which the bottom silver is a 50 stub quick sell. I think I will buy him for that at 40, and then at worst, I'll be able to quick sell him for 50, and I feel safe about my investment. I know I'm going to make all my stubs back, at least on that, but I might be holding on for a high silver, low gold type of guy coming in later in the year. So this for me is a longer term investment. I'm not trying to make stubs on this guy in the next 24 hours. That's my opinion. If you want to have a hold for gold or whatever you want to call it, this might be a good guy to get right now. After the next update tomorrow, he might go up in price. So that's just my opinion. Just want to throw this one in there for you guys that are going to hold out longer term on some of these investments. Next up, we have Tyler Mahle of the Minnesota Twins. Right now, his quick sell, like a lot of these other guys, his sell now is just at the quick sell for the value one above where he's at right now. So for 76, if he gets bumped up one overall, he will be at quick sell value based on what he's being bought for right now at 75 stubs. So it's another thing where if he gets bumped up one, you feel really safe about your investment because you can quick sell and get all your stubs back. That's the part I like about feeling safe about these investments. Might not make you a ton of stubs tomorrow, and might not be, in my opinion, a huge investment in the future. He's already at a 75. I don't think he's going up past like 82, 83 maybe. So best case scenario, you can quick sell him for like 900 or 1,200 stubs in the future, which is still really good. You would make a crap ton of stubs, but you have to wait out for that, and I don't know how long that will take. Definitely a safe investment, though. If you want to get in now, I would get in before the update because I definitely think he's going to get bumped up tomorrow. Whether it's a 77 or 78, that's probably around the range I'm thinking, which even if he gets bumped up to a 78 or 79, you could still get like 50 or 70 stubs per Tyler Mahle card you have. So not a terrible investment. I like it, but that's kind of why he's at the bottom of my list. And last but not least, I don't know why I said with the last player, because this guy's at the very bottom of my list, my last investment, and he might be my favorite, honestly. If we look at his attributes, Willy Adames, really good fielding he's got going on over there. 84 fielding, 80 arm, love it. He doesn't have to get a big boost there. Hitting just needs some contact and some power against lefty pitchers. But if we look at over here, the location, this is the best part. He is at quick sell value right now for an 80 overall. 400 stubs is a quick sell. That's what he's going for. So even if he gets no upgrade at all, the worst you're going to lose is those 9 or 10 stubs you went over 400 stubs for. So that means if he gets bumped up 1 overall, you're making 200 stub profit on all your quick sells. He could be going for more than that, but that's just the quick sell. You could be going up to an 82 and you could be making 500 stubs. You could be more than doubling your stubs on quick sell value. So I love this investment. I have a lot of Willy Adames right now. I would very much urge you to go buy Willy Adames, and I think this is probably my safest and best bet for tomorrow's update and possibly the future. I mean, he's never going to be a high diamond in my opinion, but he's definitely a guy that could be 85, 86, 87 in the future. A low diamond that never cracks the 90 threshold, but still a very good card. And like I said, he's got the defense not too bad already, so really the hitting is what he's been doing well, and that's what he needs the upgrades on. So Willy Adames, definitely go pick up some of him. And that does it for today's video, guys. If you liked these investments, if you're going to buy some of them, go down in the comments. Let me know who you're getting. Let me know if there's somebody I missed that you are going to invest in, and help each other out. If you see somebody else down there asking for advice and you have some good investments, let them know. I really appreciate when you guys do that. As always, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.